Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Mrs. Midnight, just checking if we have audio. And now let me also make sure that we are actually live in the channel. Give me 2 seconds because YouTube is not registering it yet. If there's anybody in the chat and wants to say hello to me, that could also help me to know if we are live at the moment. Because I suppose YouTube takes a minute or two to update in that sense, but I still don't see myself. And that worries me because normally it doesn't take that long. Okay. After a heart attack, let's lower the volume on the telephone. And now that we know that we are live, I officially welcome you to the second part of chapter 4 of one of our favorite games, Sally Face. Let's go ahead and open the game. If I remember right, we got left last time exploring the Addison apartments after Larry tells Sal that there's something off, that the ghosts are not appearing anymore despite using the Gear Boy, like they are disappeared. Sally thinks that perhaps that's good. Perhaps it means that they were able to move on. But Larry thinks that that's not the case, that there's something bad happening. Let me lower the volume of the TV because it's super loud. Alrighty, much better. And also, I think I'm getting the hiccups, and I just hate when that happens to me on a stream. Like, seriously, right now? But well, as you can see, the last thing we did last streaming was discovering one of the hidden tapes on Mrs. Packerton's former apartment. After they cleared everything off, like the bed where her late husband was chained to, and all the junk she had to torture people and use them to make bologna sandwiches, we discovered that there was a hidden compartment under the bed that is not there anymore, down the carpet. We collected that tape, and also at the moment we have two teeth that, I mean, this one, okay, just a white teeth, a little yellowish perhaps with an N letter, no, not much problem, but that one, the one that I'm signaling, is just gross. It's black. I mean, what do you have to do to get your teeth that color? I'm gonna get out of here because we had already explored the second floor. We just were missing that tooth. Let me just go quickly to 203 and 204 because at this moment I don't remember if we have explored them yet or not. We don't have the Gear Boy, Larry does. Apparently nothing of interest here. So let's go to Charlie's former apartment before he was taken to jail. Because at the moment I have doubts. Ugh. His bathroom is just gross. I mean, I can understand that the smell of when he got a diarrhea, it's just like impregnated on the walls and there's no way to get rid of it, but given the fact that Terrence doesn't leave his room ever, there's no maintenance, and besides the smell, there's also like the bottle of shitty water on the floor that's just like, I think I would throw up if I went inside that bathroom. I understand Larry choosing not to follow Sal there. Let's head now to the third floor to see what we can find there. Hey Sal, hey Larry, what are yins up to? Hey David, we are just checking in with everyone. How are things going? That's awfully kind of yours, but I'm afraid I can't talk much at the moment. Sarah isn't feeling well, you see? So I gotta take care of her. Sorry to hear that. Hope she gets well soon. We'll be around if you need anything. Hi Barrington, how you doing? And for the ones that are joining recently and don't know who Sarah is David's wife. By wife, I mean a mannequin. An armless and legless mannequin. Thanks, yes. Thanks, Yings Bout. Honestly, I don't know what kind of drug that guy is into, but it's not doing him good, certainly. See what the college students are up to? Yo, what up, guys? Yo. Hey, CJ, are you having a party tonight or something? No, but C and Sierra are coming over later. Gonna be like old times. You two should stop by if you can. Sounds cool. We'll keep that in mind. Cool. So, no way to advance further for the moment. Taking a bit to charge. And nothing of interest on the left, so let's see what's going on the right side. Chuck's place. Hey guys! Hi Sal, hey Larry. Seems like Maple doesn't like Larry. Because, I mean, the reaction is very different. Like, hi Sal! And with Larry, it's like, oh, hey Larry. I don't understand why. He never did anything to her in the former chapters when we see them at school, you know? Sally face! I love that their kid's name is Soda. I mean, I love Soda, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if that would be my first choice to name my child. And seems to be that either Maple or Chuck like Addison tea, because there is a cup. Hey guys! Yo! You two look like you're up to no good, as usual. I'm glad to see some things stay the same. Could be better. Why, Barrington? What's the matter? I mean, I guess you'll tell me in a minute, but just in case, talk to you. Oh, are you guys working another one of your secret cases? It wouldn't be a secret if he told you, now would it? I suppose not. How are you two? We're good. You know, ups and downs. Mostly good, though. Yeah, how you been, Sal? Haven't seen you around in a little while. I've been okay. Keeping busy with school and whatnot. So, Chuck, I heard that your parents moved out? They left a few months ago. Too crowded in here with all of us. Plus, they wanted to give us privacy. It's been nice. Honestly, that's awfully nice of their parents. Instead of telling them to go and get a place of your own, say like, we will get a place for us two, you stay here. That's nice of them. That was nice of them to give you guys the apartment. That reminds me, I'm supposed to go visit my parents tonight. Are you okay to watch Soda while I'm gone, babe? Of course. Notice anything weird? Nope, it's been nice and ghost-free. No spooky stuff for us. Remember that Chuck doesn't like ghost stuff or spooky things. Even he gave Sal the key to the 5th floor, the 504 room, because it was haunted, because the girl Megan was there. Taking a sip of tea. I think this is blueberries, very tasty. I finished my cherry tea, so now I'm trying the blueberry. Let's hope it stays that way. See ya. It seems that Maple is not really into ghosts either. Hey Asora! How's my best baby doing? Wanna go for a ride on Uncle Sal's shoulders? Oh, Sal, she has a bit of a rash right now. You may not want to pick her up. Thanks for the heads up. Mommy? Yes, love? I wanna ride on Uncle Sal's shoulders. Not today, Muffin, okay? Remember what I said this morning? Oh, okay. Oh, don't worry, little so. If you take the medicine you got from the doctor this morning, we'll have you flying around in no time. You promise? I promise. You bet. She's a cute girl. And she has such big eyes. She's very cute. Just some work stuff that keeps me too busy to focus on me, really. Did you have to take work home marathon? If that's the case, there's something called the Pomodoro technique that you work intensively and focus for a period of time, can be half an hour, 1 hour, whatever you decide, and take a brief rest afterwards. 5 minutes, 10, 15, whatever you name. I've discovered it to be very effective. By the way, for the ones that follow me in Spanish and for this channel too, there's a new video coming up for you. It will be divided in 3 parts because otherwise it would have been super huge. First part comes out tomorrow, so stay tuned to the channel and turn on the notifications if you haven't already. Stella the Poppy sister, welcome! Welcome to the channel, heart to you and hug. Baranton, I don't remember if I gave you heart and hug, so just in case. Stella the Poppy, I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for dropping by, and since you're new, I take a sip on your honor. And Stella says, oh my god, someone is playing Sally Face again. Yes, it's a kind of tradition in my channels that both with Sally Face and Fran Bow, that are my favorite games ever, I play them, if not every year, as frequently as I can. So yes, we are playing Sally Face again because it's such a beautiful game. And I'm now in the 4th chapter, but since you are joining anew, if you wanna watch the former chapters, the previous chapters better said, they are all in the channel. I think I need to put them in a reproduction list, but you can find them under Playing Sally Face. Thank you for dropping by, and I hope you're having fun. How are you doing, by the way? Hope you're having a good week so far. And friendly reminder, guys, before I forget, that if you are having a good time here, please leave me a thumbs up on the streaming so it arrives to more people. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because besides the streaming, I also upload shorts and videos here and there. Ooh, a toad. A toad will set you free. I love the response about teeth. Sal doesn't like them, but I love them. I would be laughing my ass out. But see, Sally Face is like, dude, no. It's just that to maintain a college career and work to pay for it and to live, it can be very stressing and wearing out. No, I totally get it. It was my case when I was working in call centers and paying my career in voiceover. It was beyond exhausting. Just please take care of yourself because we don't want you to get your health harmed in the process. Give yourself breaks whenever you need to. And remote as the possibility is, do let me know if Mrs. Midnight or Señora Medianoche for the matter can do anything to help. But everything okay. Sometimes being like that is better than having too much time to think negative stuff. That's true. That's true. Always having a real excess of free time gives too much time for the mind to ruminate on things and to just wear yourself out in other senses. But I do hope that the little or long free time that you get, whichever is the case, you can use them for things, you can use it for things you enjoy. Besides watching my streaming, thank you. Also, I mean, maybe play a video game you like, watch a movie, hang with friends, because that's important too. Decompressing is necessary, and you also deserve to be happy, not only productive 24/7. Let's go to Sally's house, well, Sally's former house, to see Lisa and Henry. That I love this couple. Out of Sally Face's shippings, well, I don't know if it's shipping because they are an actual couple, but Henry and Lisa, I find them as a gorgeous couple. I love them together. And their wedding pictures are so cute, and look, here they are with Sal and with Larry. Hey Dad, hey Lisa, hey guys, hi fellas, yo. Hey, when's the last time we had the entire family together like this? Like a couple weeks ago? Hey Sal, we should all have dinner together tonight. Come on, what do you say, boys? Lisa is going to show me the secret to making her lasagna. That dialogue always makes me crave for some lasagna. I love it so much. Your lasagna is the best, Lisa. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I'm not gonna say no to free dinner. Actually, I have plans tonight, but if I'm done early, I could come over. I'll come over. Okay, we'll have Larry instant message you or whatever you kids do once dinner is ready. He's called texting that. Right. That. Sounds good. Let's take a look around the kitchen and what have you. I mean, right now his relationship with Henry is much better, but it saddens me that when he was a kid it was not like that. Because sadly, in childhood and adolescence is when it's the most important. And we see that Sal's former bedroom is now Henry's office, which is nice because that way his room with Lisa is just personal space. That's rather important. Let's lastly on this apartment check Dad and Lisa's room. That, as you can see, now it has 2 pillows. But is it me or does it look too narrow for a couple? You would be squashed. I mean, I do love to snuggle at night, don't get me wrong, but it's important to have space to stretch the legs. Let's head out of here since there's nothing important apparently. Actually, it's the main reason why I'm not during the whole stream and not connected in many. Sometimes even if I want to watch them, I'm just so tired that I fall asleep 20 minutes after trying to see. No, I get it. And I mean, you know that whether it's you or any other of my midnighters, it always fills my heart to see people in my streamings and comment me in the chat. It's really a hug to the heart. But I don't want any of you to damage yourself to join the stream. If you are super tired, it's understandable. You are working a lot. And besides deserving, you need your rest. It's important. I mean, in my case, the same. Yesterday night, I got a little of insomnia, but today, during the day, my husband took a nap and I was gonna join him for 20 minutes and 20 minutes became the whole time. But that's just when the body has accumulated tiredness. The evil bread! And it has an angry bread, like a zombie bread behind. It reminds me of the ones in Overcooked, the on bread. Hey, there's my ghost Navers. Hey, dude. Hey, Rob. How goes the hunting? That's top secret. Sally, my man, I'm an investor. You can't share even a little detail with me? Actually, we're looking into something right now. That's why we are here. Have you seen anything strange lately? Anything at all? Well, I got this weird rash on my left foot. If you guys could take a whiff and let me know what you... Oh, I don't think we're really qualified for that. I mean, I wouldn't mind looking, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I couldn't help him either. I'm just fucking with you. My feet are fine. If they're so fine, why don't you marry them? I mean, there was a story of a man in Thailand that married his pillow, so I really wouldn't be surprised if somebody married their feet. Ha, Larry, you fucking nutter. Keep me posted, fellas. Alrighty. Oh, silly, I opened Sally's door. No, we were here already. Go to 403, 404, and see what we can find there. Oh, sorry, we didn't realize anyone was here. Mr. Sanderson? Hi, Larry. I was just saying goodbye to Sandy. Saying goodbye? I'm leaving Knockfell tonight. I need to leave this place. It's understandable, man. You've been through a lot. I mean, yeah, I can't imagine poor Herman arriving home and finding the corpse of his wife. That was brutally murdered. I could totally understand needing to leave that place. Have you... This may sound a bit odd, but have either of you seen my wife around? Don't know if you believe in ghosts. I guess I was just hoping I could speak to her once more. Let's tell him the truth, we have seen her. We have seen her. Oh dear, I was afraid of this. How is my angel doing? I haven't been able to contact her at all. She misses you a lot. She's lonely here, but we haven't seen her for a little while. My poor Sandy. She didn't deserve this. What is it that you were afraid of? Huh? You said I was afraid of this. Of what exactly? Oh, never mind. I'm just upset, that's all. Would you boys do me a favor and just give me a moment alone here? Sure, Mr. Sanderson, that's no problem. Let us know if you need anything. Thank you, Larry. Poor man. Poor man, I feel for him a lot. I don't know what I would do if I was in his situation. Oh, we unlocked an achievement. Jessica Williamson. Hi, Jessica, how are you? Heart and hug to you. I technically don't need to drink on your honor because you are not new. Officially, you've been here a couple streamings, but I'm still going to because I like you. Thanks for being here, and I hope you are having fun so far. How's it going, by the way, Jessica? I see that you have Jess between brackets. Do you prefer Jess instead of Jessica? Ooh, broken tape. There's a tape here, but it's broken. Let's use the pocket knife to put the tape back inside it. And now we unlocked a new tape. I'm good, how are you? Good too, I'm actually very excited because I'm finishing the editing of the third part of the future videos that I'm going to upload. So the ones that like Hogwarts Mystery will be pleased to have a new guide coming up starting tomorrow, but we'll be uploading one a day. One tomorrow, one Saturday, and one Sunday. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so YouTube lets you know as every part is released. Yes, I do prefer yes. Perfect yes. So right now I have it very present. If I called you Jessica in another streaming, I apologize in advance, but I'll try to keep in mind that you prefer yes. Thank you for being here. Let's see. The bridge, I think, is the one that we found. Why? Why won't you answer me? Every passing moment, just silently staring down upon me with no remorse. They're gathering as we speak and they mean to open a vortex, perhaps into this world, a bridge between us and them. Does this not arouse your attention in any way at all? Sometimes I wonder if you're even real. If there's anyone behind that lens or just a corpse decaying at the helm. My pleas for help infinitely echoing into the vast emptiness of death. So at this point, I don't know for how long they have kept her inside that room, but I mean, it's so perverse to keep her locked in the bedroom with a camera and with no human interaction whatsoever. And she is perceiving phantoms, other ghosts around, but whomever is behind the camera lens does not answer her anything. That's just torture. Barrington asks, what are the guides about? They are about Hogwarts Mystery, regarding the time-limited optional missions, like tips to complete them, why does it matter, and such. And the first part, that is like their importance, their influence of the rest of the game, is coming out tomorrow. I would say in the morning. I will program it for around 9 a.m. Ohio time. So Mexico time, that's 7. Puerto Rico time, I'm not very sure. If you could tell me what time you have now, I could let you know. It's alright, I don't mind, Jessica. Perfect, I mean, that's fine. It's cool to know that you like both ways. But when I am told that the person prefers a certain way to be called, I do try to stick to that. But I mean, if all 3 of us are down, I'm down. I don't really care what people would say. What do you think? Oh, yeah, sure. Really? I wasn't sure if you would be into the idea. We should probably revisit this conversation again later. My mind is a little fuzzy right now. You glitched out again while I was talking, didn't you? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's okay, dude. I know you can't control it. Did you get anything useful from it this time? I think so, but I'm still trying to piece it together. And I don't know why, but Larry's proposition, I mean, because of saying if all of us are up to it, we could try it, and then he's surprised that Sal would be into it. I don't know why, but I feel that he was proposing him to have a threesome with him and someone else. I mean, maybe not, but it gives me that vibe for some reason. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, Jess. I mean, in my case, my official name out of Mrs. Midnight, my real name is Gladys, and I have more nicknames than the devil, so in that sense, you can call me as you want, but I do prefer to call people the way that they prefer to be called. Since we got everything we could collect here, let's try and go to the 5th floor now. And I just noticed that Stella the Poppy Sister, my new viewer tonight better said, has a pair of paws, like paw prints from Doggy. That's so cute, Stella. I love your username. 502. How many teeth do we have at the moment? 3. Huh. What? Looks like there's a hidden panel on the bottom of the birdcage. I never noticed it before. That's weird. There's a loose screw on it, almost like someone had tried to open it. I'll need a screwdriver or something to open this. Pocket knife! Alright, but we still need 2 more teeth before we can actually do it. And at the moment, I don't remember where the other 2 are at. We may have to go through the apartments again. Bear with me if that's necessary. And Mrs. Valka, how does she prefer to be called? I mean, being completely honest, no, you cannot say as you wish. I mean, here in the channel, I prefer Mrs. Midnight, I guess, but Mrs. Valka is perfectly fine too. I'm very happy with my new last name. And let's see, how else? Regarding my official name, Gladys, people sometimes change it to Glad, Glads. Those are fine too. But I think here in the channel, I prefer Mrs. Midnight or Señora Medianoche in Spanish. And I find it very cute that some of my followers in Spanish abbreviate Medianoche, that's midnight in Spanish, to Noche. That's kind of cool and cute at the same time. So out of the options I said, those could be. There we go. I knew there was something sounding, but you have to click like 3-4 times for the piece of wall to collapse and for you to find the tape. You see that she looks terrible, like in a horrible shape, her face, her eyes at this point. Hunger has been tearing at my stomach and yet I don't die. How long has it been? It is impossible to tell in this endless night. How long must I rot in this fucking prison? No food, no light, no sleep, no contact, nothing. Nothing. Just glimpses of life beyond my reach. I wish they would open that goddamn vortex already. I wish they would tear this world apart. I wish this all would end. I need this to end. I can't imagine what she must be going through because she's possessed by the darkness. So even if they gave her food, she would not eat it. She doesn't sleep, and also just imagine being locked in a dark room without even knowing if it's daytime, nighttime, because no windows, no way to know if the sun is out or the moon. Yeah, that would drive me insane in very quick time. But you precisely didn't say what way. Well, doesn't matter. I will keep calling you Seño. Oh, Seño is cute too. Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, I did say that in the channels for practical reasons, I guess I would prefer Mrs. Midnight or Midnight in English. Señora Medianoche, Noche, Medianoche in Spanish. But I like that you call me Seño, and honestly, as long as it's obviously not insulting or something like that, I love very much when my midnighters give me a personalized nickname, you know, a way that only they call me that. I love it. So, not to be evasive on the question, I did say which ones I find more practical for the channels. But I also like for my midnighters to feel free to call me in a way that they feel connected to, you know? Megan? Hello? Are you with us? Oh, the necklace that they left for her is gone. Nothing on the Super Gear Boy. Hey, where did her necklace go? Huh, I didn't notice it was gone before. That's weird. Maybe that's why she's not coming out. What about the rest of them? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I remember that with the Gear Boy, they could not make her appear until they put the necklace. But that doesn't explain the rest of the ghosts. Did you remove this? Yeah, I did that this morning when I was looking around. Okay, let's double check in here. At least it was not accidental or unexplainable, like who the hell removed them? In English, that would be simply miss, right? Well, if you want to say seño in English, yeah, miss, missy, I guess, would be the closest. But don't worry, I mean, you can call me miss, missy in English if you want, but you can also call me seño. In the end, you come from the Spanish community. If anything, I appreciate you showing up on the English streamings too. So, no pressure, you don't need to translate everything. Stacy, are you here? Nothing on the Gear Boy. Stacy was always difficult to summon, so I'm not surprised she's not showing up now. True. I hope she is at least with Megan. Yeah, because Megan at one point of the game, I think in chapter 2, the Red Shed, Megan did say that her mom was not playing with her lately. And I think it was in chapter 3 that she said that she was playing with her again. So much death and destruction under one roof. Yeah, I feel bad for the Holmes family. They didn't deserve what happened to them. And as much as I want to hate Luke for what he did, I can't help but feel sorry for the dude. He brought it upon himself by helping the council summon the demon. It just sucks that he had to get Stacy and Megan caught up in it. Do you think he's really dead? A red-eyed demon? Yeah, I know Todd's blaster supposedly destroyed it, but it seemed a little too easy. Didn't it? I know what you mean. I've thought the same thing before, but we haven't seen any sign of it for years now. What if, like, we only wounded it and it's just waiting in the dark somewhere until it gets better? Then we blast it back to hell again when it shows up. I mean, the worst part is that Larry's concern is right, and it's not only one red-eyed demon that they should be worried about. But at this moment, what I am worried about is that I do not see the teeth, the other two that we are missing. I love Megan so much. She's one of my favorite characters, really. She's a very cute character. I like her very much too. She's a very sweet girl. And just the way that she died is completely tragic and unfair. I mean, I don't remember if that appears in the second chapter or until this one, but it's just terrible. And she is a very sweet character, very lovable. Let me double check the bathroom. But no dude. Let's just double check the bedrooms, cause we need another couple of teeth. And And since they are so tiny, sometimes they are hard to notice. I mean, the cage is here, so not there. On 502. Holy shit, Pickle! You've made a mistake. What the hell, man? The end will be us all. What does that even mean? You can't be staying in here. The darkness blinds. No, the darkness binds. They stain my lipstick. Dude scared the shit out of me. I've got that bomb sleeping up here before too. I wonder what he meant. And also his eyes, they seem completely blackened. He doesn't seem to be quite alive. It just sounded like crazy gibberish to me, man. Nope. It certainly was not just gibberish. There's a tooth. You want the tooth? You can't handle the tooth. That's from an Al Pacino movie. My god, I just love the tooth puns. I can't understand why Sal doesn't like them. I love them. Sal is just like... But I personally find them hilarious. So we have almost everyone we need. We just need the one with the letter E, representing East. Ah! Hold on, give me a second. There we go. Almost lost the live chat. I mean, I also have it here on the computer. I finally fixed the problem, but I like to have it in both devices, computer and phone, because on the phone, I monitor that I'm actually still live. Sometimes the internet decides to play pranks on me and the stream has disconnected here and there. Just a fair warning, it hasn't happened recently, but if it were to happen, like the stream disconnects, I connect right away as immediately as I can once I fix the problem. Larry's tooth jokes are the best, right, Jessica? Hard for you for liking them too. I just adore those. I mean, I suppose Sal is not a very laughing character because he struggles with depression. But even so, I don't quite get it because I struggle with depression too, and even so, when it comes to laughter, I'm simpler than water. And he looks kind of nice with the hair like down. He looks cute with the pigtails, but he looks kind of handsome with the hair down. We should let Herman be alone. The poor dude is a wreck. You think the council would let him leave Knockfell? Don't think so. I hope so, man. Hasn't he been through enough? Yeah, but if he was involved with the cult before his wife died and then tried to get out, like we think he did, I'm sure they're keeping an eye on him. You're probably right, but they've been quiet for so long now. Maybe they aren't operating anymore or whatever. Or maybe they've just been laying low, waiting for the right moment. That is more like it. Maybe. Either way, we will find them. What problem did I have in the computer, Baranton? Not in the computer. Like sometimes the internet signal went off when the weather is bad, when it's raining very, very bad, or when it's super windy. Sometimes it messes a little bit with the signal, and unfortunately, that messes with the stream. Or the other day that you joined the Hogwarts Legacy streaming, I had to do a second one because the first one got disconnected on me while I was about to win the battle arena because I forgot to plug the computer to the charger and the battery died on me. I was beyond pissed. I prefer the hair loose, right? On Sally face, I do too. I mean, I find cute that he wears pigtails, and I find it very cool that this game voices things like, hey, fuck these stereotypes. If a guy wants to wear pigtails, why not? Why does the fact of being a guy should limit him, you know? but aesthetically, I do prefer him with his hair loose. And I'm not ashamed to say that Sally Face is one of my video games crushes. We probably shouldn't bother him for now. Oh, right, because David is with his wife. By wife, understand mannequin. Take a sip of tea. And it's cold at this point, but still tasty. And since I'm halfway through with it, I just don't see the point of heating it again. I mean, I don't mind cold tea or cold coffee, but I do prefer them warm. The only problem is that sometimes I overheat them, and I end up having volcanic lava to drink. Okay, not too here, just some crayons and broken Barbie dolls. That used to happen to me all the time as a kid, like playing too rough on the Barbies, I guess, like when I was changing their clothes and such, and their heads would come right off. Or their legs, their arms. I remember I had a Ken doll that I accidentally broke his 2 legs, so it was only a torso with arms and face. And one day my mom tells me, like, hey, that Ken that has no legs, why don't you throw him away? And since I didn't like to throw away my toys, even if they were broken, because as a kid I thought they were like my children, my reply to my mom was like, so what, if my legs fall, are you gonna throw me away? She never told me anything of that again. Let's check floor 2. We're missing just 1 tooth. And Janice is super high. We say hello to her or talk to her, and his reaction is just like, hehe. She's lost in space. The room is locked. And no tooth on the hydroponic greenhouse. That's pretty funny, the story for my Ken doll. Thank you, I used to say all kinds of random stuff as a kid. And I never outgrew that. I still say all kind of random stuff. But honestly, I like to do that because it breaks the ice on streamings, on videos, on classes. I mean, I'm gonna start giving classes again next Thursday, and I'm very happy about that. And one of my parameters is that if the students don't laugh, there is something wrong. I just can't get over that the sheet log is still in the toilet after Mrs. Packerton was murdered so many years ago. They were in middle school when that happened, and the log is still there. I never wore pigtails because first of all, I would have gotten a lot of bullying. And second of all, you have to polish them a lot for them to be well done, and to tighten them a lot for them to look good, and they give headache. Yeah, I have noticed that when I wear my pigtails for the Sally Face streaming, when Sally has the pigtails, it does make my head hurt if I keep them for too long. During the streaming it's fine, but if I forget to undo them afterwards and I have dinner like that and such, by the time I go to bed it's like, ow, 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 ow. Totally, you're right. But the bullying part sucks, you know, because if you had wanted to, it's really horrible to not feel free to do so because you're gonna get bullied. So you only wear a ponytail in the backside. Oh, but nice, you had long hair. And you still have long hair, Baranton, or did you cut it shorter? I remember only once I've had my hair short like to this height. But I stopped wearing it like that because it made me look too little. One day I went to have lunch with my father. He asked for a table in the smoking area, and the hostess turned to me and says like, is she underage? I was 23. It was like, no, what the hell? Even in classes, don't you feel that you can lose a bit of authority for that? Or it's not as exaggerated as on the streams? No, not at all. In the end, when I do need to exert my authority, I do so. But to be quite honest, in my current groups, well, not current because I still got to meet my new students, but in my groups on the filming school, I have never had a problem of the students being disrespectful with me or with each other. And in the end, I think keeping your authority doesn't have to do with being bitter, you know? And even if I try to act super serious in class, I just couldn't pull it off because that's not the way I am. I think authority has more to do with keeping track of them and doing their homeworks, giving consequences if they don't, the same if they don't participate in class or arrive late. I mean, the first class, I always tell them the things I grade: punctuality, participation in class, attitude in class, and such. And if they do not act correctly in any of those senses, they see the consequences. I don't like to, and fortunately, I hardly ever have to. But when I need to fail somebody because they are not doing the appropriate things in class, I do so. And in the end, I think authority eradicates much more there than in bettering yourself down, to be quite honest with you. What? No stupid pun this time? I couldn't really think of any, to tell you the truth. All right, and Sally faced it, not like that. But now we have all the teeth we need, so let's go back to the 5th floor. I felt a little bit of dysphoria in a period of my life because of my long hair. Really? But by dysphoria, Barrington, you mean that it got you questioning if you identified as a woman more than as a man? Or dysphoria in what sense? You know, just if you want to clarify it, if I crossed a boundary there, by no means feel pressed to answer, but I mean, just wondering. Oh, and I didn't see the former message. No, I had long hair for 4 years and a half, and at the end, the best I could do was cut it. Because of the dysphoria feeling, it made you feel better when you did? I mean, if so, I'm glad it did. The rotten tooth that's just nasty goes in the center. But if you see the Made in China label that's half torn, is on the top part, which means that this CD is upside down. So north goes here, south goes on top, and east is on the right, but since it's upside down, it's on the left. And west, that would normally be on the left, goes on the right. Whoa! I think I found that key you lost. I didn't lose it, I just... Wait, where the hell did that even come from? I didn't put it in there. Someone wanted us to find this. They couldn't have just like slipped it under my door or put it in my mailbox or something? Reality is a tangled web. What? Never mind, we got the key now. Let's go check out the temple. Achievement, teeth. And thinking it through, besides unlocking an achievement, if we hadn't, we couldn't continue the chapter because we do need to go check the temple. Oh, and just taking a brief moment, guys, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes you're giving. I hope that helps YouTube to show these streamings to more people. At the moment, the community in English is in construction phase, but I hope that one day we get to have a solid community as we have in Spanish. Ah, itchy nose! First cause of death in video games. Before entering the other apartment, let's just make sure, okay, nothing in Lost and Found. Exactly in that sense. Ever since I was little, I had some hormonal problems, low testosterone, and thyroid problems. Sorry. I have gynecomastia. I don't know how to translate to English, little body hair and having metalhead hair, like hair like a metalhead that takes care of it. It made me feel a little feminine, and I didn't like that at all. No, I get it, because one thing it would be if you were a trans woman that could actually play in your favor. But if you do not identify as trans, if you do identify as a man, I can understand all those things making you feel uncomfortable. Ah, itchy. But I hope that after cutting your hair, you do feel better, Barrington. Let's open the hatch door and go through the endless staircase. Honestly, I would be frightened because of how many they are and how dark it is. I mean, I don't mind getting tired by going 2 hours on a staircase, but I would be very afraid of falling, tripping because I don't see where I'm stepping, and imagine falling the equivalent of a 2 hours walk. Everything seems normal here, Larry. Well, normal for Addison Apartments at least. What about all those teeth and the glowing birdcage thing and the key? I guess that was a little odd. This feeling won't go away either. Something bad is coming, dude. I don't know what or when, but I can feel it. You may be right. I'll feel in Todd when he's home and we can come over later tonight with his gadgets. Okay, when is he out of class? He should be out by now, but I'm supposed to meet up with Ash, remember? Alright, you should bring her along. I think we should go easy on her for now, with the paranormal stuff. And that's true. Last time she tagged along, things didn't go too well. Man, that was like a year ago now. Seems like every year just goes by faster and faster. They definitely do. Also, don't forget that we are all getting together for dinner tomorrow night. Hey, how could I forget? Between you and Ash, I've got about 1,000 texts about it. I mean, I can understand them being excited of being together. Like the whole group gathering. Yeah, how do these people go down a random dark staircase without fear? Wow. Totally right, Jess. I would be afraid, like, please don't let me trip. Please don't let me trip. It does look a little scary. Of today, the only thing that generates me dysphoria is the gynecomastia. But I'm afraid to get surgery to take off the breasts. Basically, I have more bust than many girls. Oh, okay. And for example, maybe not surgery, but exercises that could help you flatten it, or a binder so you don't feel self-conscious. I mean, if you don't want to go through surgery, which I understand because it does have its risk and like the pain involved, the recovery period and such, maybe a binder could make you feel more comfortable. Have you thought of that? Hey Ashley. So, I'm so excited to see you. I miss you so much. I love that hug. I miss you too, Ash. You cut your hair. I like it. Thanks. It's easier for riding the motorcycle. I see you've changed your hair as well. Oh, yeah, I guess. Looks rad. So I do kind of miss the pigtails. I'm 10 kilograms under my ideal weight. Oh. And have you tried to eat more protein, perhaps? Also, weightlifting with low repetitions and high weight, as high as you can carry. Don't hurt yourself, but that also helps build muscle mass, and muscle is heavier than fat. So between protein and weightlifting, you could maybe help yourself to get to a healthier weight. I say it by experience. Now, Jasper. Why is there less people here? Hi, Jasper. Welcome to the streaming. I think it's the first time you say hi to me. Hug to you besides the heart. And I take a sip on your honor. Why is there less people here? Well, I mentioned a couple minutes ago, this channel, Mrs. Midnight, despite being the oldest one, is still in process of building a community. I hope in time it can be as solid as the community I have in Spanish, but I suspect that partly because English is not my primary language is Spanish. Maybe the algorithm of YouTube shows more other English speaking YouTubers than me, and also because there is less people here, the less interaction and such in the chat may cause also the algorithm to show me a little bit less. But if you want to help me with that, I would really appreciate if you are having fun here, of course, if you could leave me a thumbs up like you like the video and share it with your friends, because that way we can reach more people and hopefully little by little build a bigger community for Midnight Kingdom. Because Medianoche, the Señora Medianoche channel in Spanish, we even have a lore that we have a kingdom and a church and everything regarding the channel. For the thyroid, I have had times to be overweight, but also with the medicine, but it also happens all the opposite with the medicine. Okay, but what does your doctor tell you about the weight? Like if you can do something to gain more or lose it when need be. What matters the most is for you to feel okay. Wish there were more people. Hello to you, Jasper, and I do get it. I also wish there were more people, but today I'm very pleased because there's actually several more interactions than usual, and that's just a hug to the heart. Thank you everyone that's interacting in the chat. Let's see, Baranton, Stella, Jess, and Jasper. Thank you for being here. Thank you for interacting in the chat, and I hope you're having fun with the stream. I haven't been out to the lake since last time we went there together. What's that? I said, it's been a long time since I've been to the lake. Me too. It's so nice out there, peaceful. Hope I didn't saturate the microphone. I feed myself well. I do not have deficiency of nutrients or anything like that. It's just that when you treat the thyroid, you can have a extremely low or extremely slow or fast metabolism. Oh, okay, I get that. You have to be leveling up constantly, leveling it constantly, the dose to find a balance. All right, that being the case, Baranton, I do hope that soon your doctor and you together find the correct dose for you to be stable with your condition, but without tampering with your weight, because that can be rather frustrating. Salanash, right? Jasper, what do you prefer, Dao or Jasper? Because I see that your username is precisely Dao or Jasper. Which one of you two you prefer to be called? And I agree with you. I love the shipping of Sal and Ash. They are one of my favorites too. Although I also like the shipping of Sal and Travis. I have liked and subbed, but I don't have any friends to share the video with that know Sally Face. Well, thank you, Jess, for subscribing and for the like. Welcome to the channel. And no worries, I mean, if any of you know other people, friends, family, significant others, whichever, that may enjoy themselves on the streamings, I highly appreciate when you share them. But if that's not the case, just enjoy yourself here. And no matter, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate a lot. Actually, another sip on your honor. And just look at the blue lipstick stain on the cup. I mean, I love this blue lipstick, but the one thing that I don't like is how transferable it is. I smoked a cigarette before joining in the streaming, and I had to retouch it because just from smoking it was all smudged. Oh, sorry about that. Call me Jasper. Oh, nothing to be sorry about. I just asked because I like to call my subscribers in a way that they feel comfortable, that they enjoy. So, Jasper it is. And thank you for clarifying. So, you and Ben all good now? Yeah, we're good. What was that all about anyway? Stupid sibling stuff. He called me soulless because I didn't cry on Grandma's funeral. He said I wasn't human because I never cry and blah 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 blah. Then it turned into a big argument, as if I wasn't sad enough about Grandma. That's just awful, you know, because I cry very easily. I even cry with movies, with songs. I once even cried with a commercial. But not everybody is like that. Not everybody cries easily, and even if it's a funeral, there are many ways to express sadness, and just because a person doesn't cry doesn't mean that they don't care or that they are not sad. Hard back to you, Jess. Thank you. You know what? This streaming deserves a couple hearts. There we go. Ooh. And let's see, I accidentally clicked an option to start a QA session. Yeah, why not? Let's see how it goes. Start a QA session. I mean, I have the live chat on my phone, but if anyone wants to join the QA session, you can ask me anything you want about me, about the channel, about the streaming, about life, about whatever you want. Anyway, the point is that we made up and we are okay now. You know, now that I think of it, I don't think I have ever seen you cry. Well, I must be some kind of soulless monster. Grrr! Arr! You better watch out. We kill monsters like you around these parts. What is needed to monetize this channel? At the moment, I need 3,000 hours of reproduction. I mean, 1,400 and change. And that would be the first step. 3,000 hours of reproduction because I already have enough subscribers for it. They asked me for 500 and I have over 700. So that's what we would have as the next goal. And after that, both in Spanish and in English, what I need is 4,000 hours of reproduction to be able to use AdSense. That when that happens, that means that the videos will have ads on them, but I'll try to not overdo. Because personally, I don't like the idea of oversaturating you with commercials. How did you get to Sallyface? Like, where did you hear it from to make you play? Let's see. I first played Frambo on Steam, and after I finished Frambo, Steam recommended me Sallyface, Sharklight, The Cat Lady, and I'm missing one more that I'll owe you the name because I don't remember at the moment. But that was how, because of Steam recommendations, and when I played it, I just fell in love. Both Frambo and Sallyface, I actually have a tattoo of Frambo on my left thigh. And whenever I can afford it, I want a tattoo of Sallyface. I want his mask, his prosthetic, and his pigtails, like the silhouette. But answering Jasper's question, that was how. The Steam recommendation, and thank you, Steam, for recommending me the 2 best games ever. No, you better watch out. This ain't no monster y'all wanna be messing with. Them is fighting wars, Missy. I hope you kiss your mama goodbye this morning. I love the way they get along. They have such a beautiful friendship. How have you been, Sallyface? Baranton says that I missed his last message. Let me check the main chat real quick. Oh, right now I'm underweight. But when I get the dose reduced a little bit, it's possible that I will gain 20 kilograms and I will be 10 kilos above. Well, I hope not. I hope it doesn't make you gain that much. But if it does, there are always things you can do to get on your ideal weight. You know, change things on your diet, of your exercise routine. Just stay active and remember that what matters the most in the end is your well-being, your health. The hours that we see you on live streaming count as visualization hours or just the views when the video is uploaded or the live is finished? Oh, and don't worry, I already saw the message I skipped in the main chat. I have never activated this function. I'm loving the QA session that I discovered accidentally. I'll try to be more pending of the 2 chats. Answering your questions, I think the reproduction hours for the live streaming do count because the live streaming started helping a lot my Spanish channel. But I do think that the videos and shorts help more in that sense because the live streamings, once they are uploaded, once the live finishes, it's not very common for many people to watch the whole thing. They may watch a couple minutes, maybe the part that they need if they are using it as a guide, but I think although they do help, the normal videos help a little more. That's why I have not 1, 3 coming up for you. Have you ever heard of Little Miss Fortune, the game? Of course, I love Little Miss Fortune as well. I mean, my top two favorites are Sally Face and Fran Bow, but I love Little Miss Fortune as well, and I actually streamed it in this channel recently this year because my stepson Alex wanted to watch the game as I streamed it, so while he was visiting here, I would stream with him next to me. I love Little Miss Fortune as well. That's actually from the same creators as Fran Bow. Kill Monday Games and Steve Gabry are my favorite video games creators. So, Ash is asking Sal how it's been. Let's tell her the truth. The "I've been good" is like a very automatic reply. Let's say the truth. I've been having nightmares. I'm sorry. Are they as bad as before? They're different. It's hard to explain. I've been losing a lot of sleep because of it. I get it. I get nightmares like it was fun, and you don't sleep as well when that's the case. Are you worrying about anything? Sometimes if I'm worried about something or just struggling with something difficult, I'll get nightmares from that. Yep, happens all the time. I've had this overwhelming sense of dread lately. It doesn't make any sense because everything is fine. Everything should be good. Well, yeah, the world can be as fine as you want, but if you're not good here or here, that doesn't really matter. Have you been taking those meds? Yeah. Well, most of the time. You should take them if they help. I have a cousin that struggles with depression too, and she said the meds she takes help her a lot. I guess they do help, but they also make me feel numb inside. At least with the dread, I know it's real, or at least really me. And I completely get that too. I mean, I struggle with depression as well, but I don't like the idea of popping pills like antidepressants because I don't want to numb myself and stop feeling. You know, in the end, stopping to feel the sadness and the negative feelings also means to stop feeling the happiness, the surprise, or other feelings that are good, that are positive to feel. What time is it for you? Here it's 11:53. What time is it for you, Jess? We're almost in midnight, but then again, I am Mrs. Midnight, so no surprise that I'm still awake. I think I can understand that. I just want you to be happy, Sal. You better make sure you call me if you ever need help, or even if you just need to talk. You know, I'm always here for you, right? I know. Thanks, Ash. And I've said this before, but you know you don't have to wear that around me. My face. Your mask. But it's like a part of me now. It's the face I wear in public, the face I wear all the time. I just want you to know that you don't have to wear it if you don't want to. It's just you and me out here. No one else is around. That's sweet of her. That she doesn't press him to wear the mask if he doesn't want to, but that he doesn't press him to take it off either. Like just offering. For me, it's normal to go from being plus minus 10 kilograms of my weight. I've been for years with these changes constantly because of the thyroid. They told me that supposedly it was gonna regulate a little more when I was 25, but here I am the same way. Maybe give it a couple more time, and also do give the protein a chance, like not protein supplements, protein meals, you know, meat, eggs, things that are rich in protein, because that builds up muscle mass, and that way you gain weight, but in a healthy weight, not stuffing on fat. DSAVV. Hi DS, how are you doing? Welcome to the streaming. Heart and hug to you. And since the first time you say hi to me, sip to your honor. Thank you for coming to the stream, and I hope you're having fun. It's 10:54 for me right now, so we are an hour away. Where are you from, Jess? Out of curiosity. And DS is commenting, sorry, it took me a while to saw your messages. I opened a session of QA in case you want to join it. It's in the same streaming. And I'm trying to monitor both that session and the normal messages. I apologize that I took a little bit to reply to you, but DS, welcome to the streaming, and I hope you're having fun. What do the dots and the M mean? Tell me. It seems like an intricate message. So let's ask her, are you really back for good? Yeah, you got a problem with that, bucko? I don't know. It was kind of nice with just the boys. Adding a girl to the mix sort of throws the whole thing off. It's like Toby's clubbing little Lulu. Well, you better get used to it because now you're stuck with me. I miss you, Ash. We all have. It's nice to have you back. Good to be back. I miss you guys a lot. I'm excited to see everyone tomorrow. See here. Oh, misclicked something. There we go. Where are you gonna stay? With my family for now. They kept my old room just the way I left it. Nice. My dad converted my old room into an office, pretty much as soon as I left. That's only because he was making room for Lisa. True. But I do wonder if Sal took it a little personal, like I leave and the next day you turn my room into something else. Like it's no longer my room. I still can't believe those two got married. And you and Larry are like stepbrothers? Yeah, I'm not fully used to it either. It's weird. But good weird. It's good to see my dad happy again. They are adorable together, to be honest. I agree. They are such a lovely couple. I have two sizes of clothes all the time for the same reason, large and extra large. But if I didn't take medicine to regulate it, it's possible that I may have 30 plus kilograms from my ideal weight. It has happened to me and it was a nightmare to lose them. Yeah, no, that can be also dangerous. I mean, 5 kilos, 10 kilos, it's not the end of the world, but 30 kilos above your ideal weight, that can be risky. I understand why you try to be careful with that. And what you do with the clothes is practical because it must be awful to feel that you have nothing to wear. And DS has a cancel message. What was that about, DS? I hope you do feel the confidence to say whatever is on your mind. But I do wonder why the dots tell me. Because I'm not quite understanding what you're trying to tell me. Let's ask her, are you happy? Happy with what? Everything. Life. I don't know. That's a hard question. Even though I've had a hard time lately, I try to find things that make me happy. Things that are worth pursuing. Otherwise, what's the point, you know? Yeah. I'm happy right now. Are you sure you're okay, Sal? I'm getting a little worried about you because he seems a little absent-minded. I don't know. I guess I am feeling off. It just feels like everything is wrong. What do you mean? It feels like nothing puts me at ease. It's this constant feeling of discomfort, like my soul isn't aligned with my body. I just feel like screaming at the sky until it breaks apart. Well, what? Let's do it. I don't know. Come on, I'll bet you'll feel better. And Sal is like, really? Are we gonna do this? The first time I saw this scene, I was surprised that Sal's voice is so deep. You know, I know that he's a man, but for some reason I expected a more high-toned voice, and no, the opposite is super deep. It can be Morse? What do you mean by Morse? But I don't want to translate it. Besides, it could be Morse key. Oh, okay. And also he's not using lines. I don't know if the spaces he interprets them as lines. Oh, okay. Is that the case, DS? Are you speaking Morse? To be quite honest, I don't know how to decipher it. I mean, I don't mind if you like to write like that, but if you want to tell me something in specific that you do want me to understand, I would appreciate if you could use actual words because I don't really quite get it. Hey, Todd. Hey, you're back from your date with Ashley already. I don't think it was a date, but yeah. Whatever you say, Sal. How did it go? It was nice seeing her. It's gonna be good to have her back. Indeed. Ashley is a good egg, and our investigations could benefit from the female perspective. Additionally, simply having fresh eyes on our research could prove useful. Speaking of, Larry and I think that there's something weird going on in the apartments again. I told him that I'd bring you over tonight to check it out. Perfect! This will give you an opportunity to test out the new things I've been working on. Give me a few minutes to get ready. Sure, let me know whenever you're ready to head over. Will do. I like that Todd is growing a beard now. Danpolio, how are you? Thank you for showing up. Hello, Lady Midnight. I'm coming from Spanish Channel. I know. Thank you for showing up here. I hope you're having fun as well. And Larry tests Larry. Larry tests Sal. Sal, I'm sorry, dude. Please don't blame yourself. Sorry for what? What are you talking about? It's time for me to go. You better not be doing something stupid. It's too late. I'll be gone soon. Stop messing around, Larry. This isn't funny. No reply. Hey? No reply. Larry? Yeah, no, I can't imagine what that must feel like. But I think it was the darkness from the cult that got possession of Larry and forced him into attempting against his life. Pick up. Pick up the phone, Larry. You better pick up. Oh God, Larry. That must feel beyond horrible. Am I the only one here watching Sally Face for the first time? I'm not sure, Baranton. I mean, the game is relatively old. Right now, I don't remember the exact year that it came out, but I think I played it on 2017, 2018. So it's very likely that many people that are watching have seen gameplays or played it already. But nothing wrong with that, and I hope that you're enjoying the game so far. Yes, I'm having a lot of fun. I wanted to come and say hello and practice my English. Oh, thank you, Danpolio. Thank you for trusting me with that to practice your English. I wouldn't say mine is perfect, but I hope it's at least good enough for giving you a good practice. Hi, Danpolio, says Barrington. I'm gonna cry now. I get that. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna cry at this moment because I have cried in other streamings, but it's no longer a surprising scene for me. But it's just awful. I just hate it, and I feel for Sal a lot. I mean, I just don't know what I would do, like, knock on wood, if any of my friends attempted against their lives. Aggressive self, says Jasper. Yeah, no, I get it. It's a horrible part. This part always hurt my soul because Larry's my favorite character, and the way he died hit way too close to home. My God, yes, have you gone through something like that? I hope not. Larry's also one of my favorite characters, and I just hate the fact that he dies. Well, same, Jasper, says yes. Did you say Larry dies? My God, sorry, Baraton, we just did a major spoiler on you, but yes. I mean, you'll see it in a minute, but sadly the text that he sends Sal is a suicidal note, pretty much. Even if you see, Sal normally is walking. In this part, he's not walking, he's running in the middle of the rain. And also the weather in the game is like a pretty effective announcement that something bad is going to happen. Sorry about the spoiler, Barrington. Larry? Larry! Where the hell are you? Let's see what the note has to say. No. No! Larry! What did you do? Larry, why? Sort of. I was the one who wanted to attempt, not someone I knew, but I'm better now. Yes, I give you a very heartfelt hug. I get it. I wanted to kill myself a couple times in my life. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad that you did not harm yourself. I'm glad that you are here with us. And please stay with us for a very long time, okay? I don't know if you follow me on my Facebook account. I imagine not because you're new in the channel, but I'm the same as here, Mrs. Midnight. You can find me in Facebook like that. If you ever struggle with feelings like those, please don't hesitate to message me. You are not alone. And there are people that care about you, including myself from now on. Let me give you another hug. Even if it's from the distance and if I look ridiculous, I'm gonna hug the screen. Rest in peace, Larry. Yeah, I just hate the way he dies, and the fact that he kills himself, it just destroys Sal. I'm so sorry to listen to that, yes, I wholeheartedly agree. I was so excited to see Sal, I didn't realize how different he was acting at first. When we were hanging out by Wendigo Lake, I started to notice it more. At the time too, I didn't read it. I thought maybe he had stopped taking his medications. Miss Campbell, at any point during your date with Sal, did you ever feel as if you were in danger or threatened at all? No, sir. It was nothing like that. Sal was one of the sweetest boys I knew. I always felt safe being around him. Until later that night. Can you please explain what you witnessed at the treehouse? It wasn't too long after I had gotten home from the lake that Sal called me. Maybe an hour or so. He was clearly shaken up and I could tell from his voice that he had been crying. He told me that Larry was dead. I begged him to call 911. I told him that if he didn't, then I would. And did either of you call 911? No. The boys had me convinced since high school that there was a conspiracy in Knoxville involving the police, that they couldn't be trusted. So I went against my better judgment and didn't make the call. I rode over to the apartments right away. When I got to the treehouse, Sal was acting weird, talking to himself and pacing back and forth. Obviously he was upset, we both were, but I had never seen him like that before. I tried to get him to calm down, but he kept rambling on about cultists and some impending evil. He said Larry was in the treehouse. I took a minute to gather my nerves. I wasn't sure what was going on, if Larry was really dead or if Sal had lost it. I went up into the treehouse, but there was nothing out of place in there, except for an empty booze bottle. So I don't know if he overdosed with alcohol or if he drank poison with it. Have you ever known Sal to be a drinker? Not at all. Sal hardly ever touched the stuff. He once told me that he was afraid to get drunk because addiction runs in his family, Henry. And he didn't want to become an alcoholic. So I knew something was really wrong. Larry wasn't anywhere to be seen, and Sal was starting to really worry me. I tried to calm him down and reason with him, but he was not receptive to it. I tried to get him inside, but he wouldn't budge. We got into an argument. It was the only time we had ever argued. I had to walk away from him. I couldn't be around him like that, and I didn't want to make him worse. Before I left, I let Henry and Lisa know that Sal needed help. They said they'd look after him, and I told them to call me if they needed me. I felt horrible leaving Sal like that. I just didn't know what to do. I wish I would have stayed there. I should have stayed with him. I sat by my phone all night until I got the second call. Oh, thank you. That means so much to me. No worries, Jess. I've been there, done that. I know feeling alone or not can really make the difference. So, Midnight Community is here for you, okay? I have those thoughts many times, but never attempt. Hope it keeps that way. Barrington, same with you. If you ever are struggling with those things, either in Mrs. Midnight or Señora Medianoche in Facebook, don't hesitate to message. Okay, you're not alone either. Hug and heart for you too. And for the matter, hug and heart for anybody that has felt like that. You have a support in me. Don't hesitate to message. About 10 minutes after Ashley left, Todd showed up. He figured something was wrong since I left so suddenly. Excuse me. And wasn't answering his texts. He drove over in the van with our gear. I told Todd what Larry did. We both needed time to collect ourselves. Larry was our best friend. The four of us were family, like I said earlier. Yeah, no, I cannot imagine what the group felt like. Must be a horrible experience. What happened to his body? I'm not sure. He's trying to tell me something, but it's all broken up. I think he's having trouble communicating with us. Let's try out the new gear. I think it will help. Hold on. 1212, make a wish. Alright, with the Necrolite modifications I made to your guitar, I believe we'll be able to manipulate the spirit realm in some capacity. How does it work? Turn it on by using that L button there. You'll notice that I've added 12 symbols to the neck of the guitar. Play the corresponding notes to activate the symbols. Select a group of notes and then press J, X, or A to strum one of the notes in that group. Try playing all 12 notes. Alright, so L button and Y, X, A. What happened? Todd? Larry? Hello? He's in the black room. And there's Miss Rosenberg. Ghost of Allison Rosenberg. Hello, my dear Sally. Who are... Rose? The light from your guitar contains magic from another world. It seems that the prophecy may have been true after all. What? There isn't time to explain. You must use this power to stop them. The Devourers of God have persevered despite our best efforts to stop them. What the hell was that? A ripple across the fabric of reality. It has begun. You must destroy the barrier spells to reach the source and put an end to it. How will I do that? Use the power of the Necrolites. You'll need help from the spirit realm to reveal what is hidden to you. I cannot be of help in this regard, as I must remain within the Black Room. So I can temporarily release your friend Larry from that which blinds him. No, not blind, binds. He will be your eyes in the other side. Godspeed, dear Sally. So he will actually get a chance to talk to Larry again. Isn't it at 11:11? It doesn't, you don't need to read it for the others. By the way, I appreciate a lot for you to offer your Facebook as a form of content. For the moment, I'm going to keep dealing with this on my own. That's okay, Baranton. And it is at 11:11 usually to make a wish, but my best friend Luna told me that she likes to make a wish in double numbers, like 10:10, 11:11, and 12:12. So I kind of got it from her. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I kind of like it. And it's all right. If you prefer to deal with this on your own and you are okay with it, that's perfectly fine. It's not an obligation, and in the end, it's not for you to give me something to gossip about, you know? It's not out of morbidity. I just want my Midnighters, whether it's in the Spanish or the English community, to feel that my channels, whether it's in YouTube, my Facebooks, whichever, to feel that they have a safe place to speak their minds, to speak what's in their hearts, and that you don't have to struggle alone with the bad things that happen in your life if you do need somebody to talk to. So for Baranton and for anyone that's watching, please, my Facebook, Mrs. Midnight, mrs.midnight, is always available for you. I may take a couple hours or perhaps a day to get back to you because I'm busy with editing and with other stuff, preparing classes for next week as well. But I always read my messages, I always reply them even if I take a little while. I'm here for you. None of my Midnighters is alone, and I hope you feel that. I hope you do feel that this place is a safe place for you. I am going to head to bed. I have a busy day tomorrow. Thank you for chatting with me, and I hope to tune into more lives in the future. Thank you, Jess. That's all right. I'm also close to the time of turning into a pumpkin and finishing the stream for tonight. Thank you for showing up. I hope you had a good time here, and I hope you have sweet dreams. Thank you for the sub, and welcome to the Midnight community. Bye, Jess. Bye, Baranton. I love that little by little the community in English is getting more solid, and you have no idea of how huge hug to the heart that is. Sal! Huh? You scared the crap out of me! You disappeared, and there was an intense sound that shook the treehouse. Where were you? I guess the guitar worked. I saw Rosenberg. She said the cult is back. We need to stop them before that happens. What the hell? How did... And Rosenberg freed Larry for what binds him to the treehouse. For the ones that are arriving anew and have not watched or played Sally Face before, the ghosts in Addison apartments cannot leave the room where they died, whether they killed themselves or were murdered or died of natural causes, whatever. They are bound to the room where they died, and they cannot exit. Not only to go to the next plane, but even to go to another room on the apartment or outside the apartments. Rosenberg freed Larry for what binds him, and now he appears in front of Sal. Larry! I think Rosenberg is helping us somehow. I was stuck in that damn treehouse so long. It's only been a few hours since you asshole! How could you do this? Why did you leave me? Why? I'm sorry, dude. I really am. But we don't have much time. Rose said that the cult is here now and has to be stopped tonight. It's not going to be easy. I just can't believe this is real. I can't believe you're really gone. Come on, Sal. Let's take these fuckers out once and for all. Alright? So, as you can see now in our inventory, we have Larry, and not because we are carrying him as an object, but because we can switch from Larry to Sal to work both in the physical terrain, the human, the live terrain, and the dead terrain. That we're going to leave it for next week because Mrs. Midnight is a little tired, and I also have to give final touches to the video that's coming out tomorrow for it to be prepared for you. But be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn on the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know when it's actually uploaded tomorrow morning. Let me just see if I missed any messages. Baranton says, I'd also want to kill him for leaving me alone. I get it, and in Sally's place I would feel the same way. But I actually think that it was not quite Larry's decision. I think it was the darkness of the cult that somehow got a possession of him and made the choice for him, like forced him into doing it. Because he hadn't been showing any kind of signals of wanting to die or of wanting to kill himself. All the opposite. And he was actually concerned that he was seeing something bad coming, like perceiving it, so that was it. Bye, says Polio. Bye, guys. Thank you for showing up here, and I hope everybody had fun tonight. Good night. See you tomorrow, me. See you tomorrow, Barrington. Take care of yourself and everyone else. Thank you, Dan Polio. Take care of yourself too. Big hug to everyone. You know that Mrs. Midnight loves you and hopes to see you next time. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream. And if you did have fun, share it with your friends so we can, little by little, increase the community of Mrs. Midnight. Everyone,